Hello each and everyone, the one who is watching my video. This is Ankita, your commerce educator, welcoming you to Global Online UGC NET and SET exam preparation channel, where we are taking classes for NET and SET preparation. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about unit number 3, that is business economy, under which today we are going to cover MCQ on meaning and the scope of business economics, objective of business firm, demand analysis, law of demand, elasticity of demand and its a measure, relationship between AR and MR. Today we are going to discuss the most accepted MCQ on this topic. Before going ahead, I want to tell you one more important thing. Every day at 6, I will be uploading my video on our channel. So do visit our channel every day at 6 and do watch my video to clear your upcoming exam. Before going ahead, I want to tell you one more important thing. Students, Global Online is offering course for Commerce Paper 2 for exam 2022, in which we will be providing you full syllabus test series with the detailed explanation, full syllabus notes of all the 10 units, each and every concept we are providing detailed explanation. Then is full syllabus video lectures, that too with the detailed explanation, previous year MCQ with the detailed solution, previous year PDF with the detailed solution. We are providing this course just for rupees 5,000. At present, we are offering this course on offer, that is we are providing you discount of 20%. If you are taking this course at present, then you will get this course for 20% discount. Okay. And if you are taking this course, the paper 1 we are giving you, that is free of cost, in which we will be providing you 50 mock tests with the detailed explanation, full syllabus video lectures with the detailed explanation. That too, we are also providing live lecture for paper 1. We are also giving you notes on all the 10 units, and you will be immediately added in the WhatsApp group. And if you have any problem regarding the syllabus, commerce as well as the paper 1, you can discuss that problem in the group. You can directly contact to the educators. Okay. To join this course, contact on this number and also download our app Global Online. There might be a question in your mind how to download our app. तो आपको प्ले स्टोर में जाना है एंड जस्ट टाइप ग्लोबल ऑनलाइन. फिर आपको कुछ ऐसा लोगो दिखेगा और उस पर आपको क्लिक करना है और आपको ये जो ऐप है वो अपने मोबाइल में इंस्टॉल करना है. ओके. इंस्टॉल करने के बाद अगर आप उसके अंदर जाते हो तो आपको कुछ ऐसा वेव दिखेगा जहां पर आपको कॉमर्स पेपर 2 सर्च करना है और उसमें जाना है और उसके जो कॉमर्स के सारे जो स्टडी मटेरियल है, कुछ वीडियोस है, प्रैक्टिस एमसीक्यू है, वो आपको वहां पर मिल जाएंगे. हम आपको ये कोर्स ऑफर में भी प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं, कुछ डिस्काउंट भी प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं. ये डिस्काउंट आपको वहां पर जाकर ही पता चल जाएगा. तो प्लीज डाउनलोड अवर ऐप टू नो ऑल अबाउट दिस. और अगर आपको कोई भी डिफिकल्टी है तो यू कैन डायरेक्टली कॉन्टेक्ट टू द गिवन नंबर, और एल्स यू कैन ऑल्सो डाउनलोड दिस ऐप थ्रू द link which we are providing in the description box. Okay. A firm should shut down in the short run if it is not covering its. In this question they ask you, a firm has to be a shut down in the short run if it is not covering which of the following cost, and the options given are variable cost, second option is fixed cost, third option is total cost, and last option is explicit cost. A firm should shut down in the short run if it is not covering its variable cost. Okay. In the short run, a firm that operating at a loss where the revenue is less than the total cost, मतलब कि एक फर्म का जहां पर रेवेन्यू जो है वो कम है टोटल कॉस्ट से और a price is lesser than the unit cost, must decided to operate or a temporarily shut down. The shutdown rules state that for this there is also the shutdown rules जो कि आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा. Okay. It states that in the short run the firm should continue to operate if the price exceeds the average variable cost. So the answer here for this question will be option number A, that is variable cost. Variable cost means that varies, okay, which not remain the fixed. And this type of the cost we are using for the buying and selling the day-to-day materials for the firm. Fixed cost is a something which is a fixed, okay. If the company is purchasing something or selling something, it will not affect the fixed cost because it is a fixed. Total cost is the variable cost plus fixed cost will be the total cost, and last one is the explicit cost. The next question here is economic problem arises because, मतलब कि economic problem जो होते हैं वो किस लिए arise होती है, वो क्यों आती है. And the options given are wants are unlimited, second option is resources are scarce, third option is scarce resources have a alternative uses, and last option is all of the above. जो हमारे वॉन्ट्स होते हैं वो लिमिटेड नहीं होते, ओके. ह्यूमन बीइंग के जो वॉन्ट्स होते हैं वो अनलिमिटेड होते हैं, और जो रिसोर्सेज है हमारे पास वो क्या है, वो कम है, वो स्केयर है, ओके. एंड स्केयर रिसोर्सेज हैव अ अल्टरनेटिव यूजेस. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट, because of all this, the economic problem are arising. So the answer for this question will be option number D, that is all of the above. The next question here is which is not the central problem of an economy, okay. So given which is not the central problem of any country's economy, and the options given are what to produce, how to produce, how to maximize the private profit, and for whom to produce. If you remember the syllabus of 11th standard where we have studied the different problem of the economy, okay, where there is what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce was the main question. But here you can see the one extra question, that is how to maximize the private profit, right? So some of the problems that are faced by every economy of a country are production, distribution, and disposition of goods and services. And these are the basic economic activity of the life. But how to maximize the private profit will be not included here. Okay. So because it is a private profit, so how can it affect the country's economy? It will not affect the country's economy. So the answer here for this question will be option number C, that is how to maximize the private profit. The next question here is risk in the business arises because of. In this question they ask you why the risk in a business arises, okay, and here they given you option like introduction of new product, second option is uncertain policy of rival firm, third option is changes in taste, and last option is all of the above. If we look at the meaning of risk, then risk is defined as a financial term, as a chance that can be outcome or the investment actually gain will differ from the accepted outcome or a return, okay. How much we are accepting and how much we are getting, the difference between that will be the risk, okay. And why this is arising? So introduction of new product will be one of the problem because you never know how that product will work, okay. Will that product will work good in the market or not is the question mark, correct. So this is the one problem. Uncertain policy of rival firm will be the another problem, and changes in the taste is again the problem. Because of this even the risk of the business can arises because the woman taste changes will continuously change, okay. If the customer are liking one product these days, you never know the same customer will like that product after some days, okay. So even this is the problem. So the answer for this question will be option number D, that is all of the above. The next question here is profit is maximum when, and the options given are distance between TR and TC is maximum. Second option is distance between AR and AC is maximum. Third option is distance between MR and MC is maximum, and last option is none of the above. The difference between TR and TC, that is total revenue and total cost, is a maximum when marginal revenue equal to marginal cost is equal. Difference between the total revenue and the total cost indicate the profit. A firm maximizes the profit when the marginal revenue is equal to the marginal cost. The answer for this question will be option number A, that is distance between TR and TC is maximum, that is total revenue and total cost is maximum. The next question here is, if the demand for a good is inelastic and an increase in its price will cause the total expenditure of the consumer of the good to, and the options given are increase, second option is decrease, third option is remain the same, and last option is become zero. If the demand for a good is inelastic and an increase in its price will cause the total expenditure of the consumer of the goods to increase. Raising prices will always cause the total revenue to increase and not to decrease. So the answer here for this question will be option number A, that is increase. The next question here is, an individual demand curve slope downwards to right because of, एक व्यक्तिगत मांग वक्र नीचे की ओर दाईं ओर ढलने के कारण होता है, and the options given are working of law of diminishing marginal utility, second option is substitution effect of decrease in price, third option is income effect of fall in price, and last option is all of the above. The correct answer for this question is option number D, that is all of the above. Working of law of diminishing marginal utility, substitution effect of decrease in price, and income effect of fall in the price. The next question here is, income elasticity of a demand is defined as a responsiveness of, and the options given are quantity demanded to change in income. Second option here is quantity demanded to change in price. Third option is price to change in income, and last option is income to a change in quantity demanded. Income elasticity of a demand is defined as the responsiveness of a demand when the consumer's income change. It is defined as a ratio of the change in a quantity demanded over a change in the income. Higher the income elasticity, the more sensitive demand for the goods is to be a change in income. So the answer here for this question is option number A. Income elasticity of a demand is defined as the responsiveness of quantity demanded to a change in income. Excise tax is a part of उत्पादक कर का एक हिस्सा है, and the options given are fixed cost. Fixed cost is a cost which will not get affected by any other changes. It will be fixed. Then is a variable cost. It varies from time to time. It is depend upon the how the company is working, whether it's a purchasing or a selling. It will directly affect the variable cost. Third option is implicit cost, and last option is not a part of the cost. If we say the excess tax, excess duty is an indirect tax. That means the tax amount is included as per the selling price. So it will be a part of the variable cost, because here we are talking about the selling price, and selling price is coming under the variable cost. The answer here for this question will be option number B. Excess tax is a part of variable cost. The supply of a goods refers to, एक वस्तु की आपूर्ति का तात्पर्य है, and the options given are stock available for the sale. Second option is total stock in the warehouses. Third option is actual production of a goods, and last option is quantity of a goods offered for the sale at a particular price per unit of the time. Stock available for the sale will be not the actual supply, because it is a stock or the production which is available with the company. It is not supplied yet. Okay. Second option is total cost in the warehouses. Again, it is like a stock available with the organization or a company only, because they are talking about a warehouses where they are keeping their stock. Third option is actual production of good. Here they are talking about the actual production, how the production is taking place in the organization, how much is the actual production is there. And last option is quantity of a goods offered for the sale at a particular price per unit of the time. This is the actual supply. Okay. So the correct answer is option number D. The supply of a goods refer to quantity of a good offered for the sale at a particular price per unit of the time. So students, during my last lecture, I asked you one question. The question was, suboptimal allocation of the resources under monopoly to cause the social welfare loss is often inferred as, and the options given were deadweight loss. Deadweight loss is a cost of the society created by the market inefficiency which occur when the supply and the demand are out of equilibrium. Second option given was allocation of drift. Drift occur as an individual security in your portfolio appreciate or depreciate in the value or wear of their original allocation over a time. Third option was monopoly loss. The monopoly pricing creates the deadweight loss because the firm forgoes the transaction with the consumers. And the last option is opportunity loss. The value of a loss, chance or a potential profit that was not realized because of a course of action was taken that it not permitted the investor to obtain that profit. The actual or accepted cost of following one course of action measures the relative to the most attractive alternative. And the answer for this question is option number 1, that is deadweight loss. So student, this is our last question for today's lecture and you have to answer this question. Okay. The question is, the producer demand for a factor of a production is governed by which of the following factor? Okay. And the options given are price will decrease. Second option is marginal productivity. Third option is availability. And last option is profitability. Please try to answer this question. Okay. It might be wrong, but no worries. If the answer is wrong, then I will tell you the correct answer for my next lecture. Okay. I will explain the whole question. So please try to answer this question.